the new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Throws him down. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Finds the time to squeeze in above. Overhead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Back throw for the side switch. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Genius read. They need to... Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Yes! Drive impact for the win. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks here? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Smart use of the invincibility on the Overdrive Tensho. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. Gets a risky bump in. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this match. Bumps up. Player 2 needs experiencing burnout. Player closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Just out of range for that throw. They trade. Still slugging it out. Does a good job of pushing back. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Billy's neutral game is now brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 will have to fight back. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Launches with a Tenku kick? Gets the tech. But how will they get out of this corner? They are not letting that corner pressure get to them. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Anti-air drops him. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. A quick breather. Gets a risky, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Both sides getting ready. Tons of space between the fighters now. Will this Super Art do anything? Gets the in with a rush. Can they get passes out the cage right there? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Wildline zone.
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Drops that off. Nails it. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for offense or tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack? Slick overdrive cancel there to call them out. Connects with the throw. What's next? They thought about the drive impact doesn't work. The throw doesn't connect. Potential kicks find the mark. There's a drive impact. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Opens them right up. Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Throws him. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Their worst fear in the corner taking form. Gets the tech, but how will they get out of this corner? Picks out the throw from all the options. Decides to go in with the target combo. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Oh, with the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Was looking for that jump attack. All right, what's coming up next? Throws him. What's next? Player one is maintaining the corner position. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Burnout activates. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Each hit is so important here. Reads their mind and techs the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe? Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's got to act. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get to place it. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Can't tech the throw. Impact's a no-go. Brushes that off and keeps going. They return to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Both sides have the super gauge max and ready to rip. Experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Thumbs up. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player burnout activates. Knockdown and breaks it. Can they just... It's a good spot to use the super. Pulls out the big gun with the Sultan Ramkai. I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes. Player anti-air in the clutch. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Okay, here we forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Player wow reads the counterattack. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. Nothing stops this train. Oh, combo and whip. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Player one with the rhythm, owning that big punish counter sets the table. Nails it. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Nice fireball. Genius read with that throw escape. Amazing. What a finish. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Online. Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Well-timed command throw there. Player one with the life lead. Can they exploit disadvantage? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. They can't squander this punish counter check. Takes the chance to hurt him. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Serving almost wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. With the impact. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see brushes that off and keeps going. Strings it all together. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side swing. Player 1 can't use any drive moves, experiencing burnout. Burning all 3 bars for the ground save cannonball. Unleashing the beast. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. The low. Gotta do better than that. There's the burnout. What now? Connects with the throw. Lightning kicks. Will they go? Rushes in. Take it to console. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Whoa, hold on. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Trips him up. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive parry was successful. Takes a trip. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Does a good job of pushing back. Okay, creating some space here. Taking stock. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Not much time left in this round. Hold your breath. Digs in deep to get that drive in. In a dire situation, they can't experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this match. Oh God, this is tense. The fighters are out of time. It happens though when the fighters are evenly matched. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Goes for the super art? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Ends the round with a punish counter, living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 is making this look so easy. They both showed their hands a little bit, but yo, put that away. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters planning something? How's this? Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Reaches out with the lightning kick. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Can they uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Misses the drive impact. Looking at drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. We're at the halfway point of the round, and both fighters should be well past the warm-up phase. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Parries the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Projectile to try and change the situation. Feeling out the spacing. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Not much time. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 has a definite escape plan here if it closes out the round with a fireball. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now. Projectile to try and change the situation. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Solid combo. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Spends it on the super herb. Limited resources at hand right now. Player 2, burnout activates. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Pops him with a shorty. Oh, they can't get in there. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Shoots off a fireball up close. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 1 will smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 2 saw that drive impact coming from a mile away and parried. That drive parry was a calculated risk on their part. Very difficult to use drive here. How will both fighters the super doesn't hit. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. A quick breathe. Ooh, what a smart blow. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh, the throw connects. What now? One player isn't burnout. Oh, yo! Put the fear of God in it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits him with a stop and bop. Picks the air throw. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. How will this round turn out? Starts off Tony with Fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. All right. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Uses the drive rush to experiencing burnout. Brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? Good heads-up play to go all in with the super art to make sure they're dead. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point. Projectile to try and change the situation. Potential takes him up. Will gain control of the match in the early going. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Miraculous grab. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. A quick breather, smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fire. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Hits the air throw. Low heavy. Still slugging it out at this range. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Almost out of time. Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. Throws them. Big throws. They gotta dig down. Oh my, what a finish. I smell a comeback in the works. Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to stop experiencing burnout. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Burnout activates. Looking to impress with this super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Stands firm and blocks the drive in. Blocks the jump in. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips them up. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Can't tech the throw. Heading into the end game now. If this is gonna be bad to KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Opts for the super art. Sending the super art gauge to really turn up the heat. How's this round going to develop? Checks him with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. KO. Player 2 is making this look so easy. Starting off with fireballs, but lands a punish counter for the first hit. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? You do not want to whiff an impact. Big, low, reaching heavy. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Smart play with the throw. How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Wow, shut down. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Burnout is triggered. Sticks the combo. Reads their mind and techs the throw. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to KO. Player one picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. What are both fighters plotting? Stays cool and counters. Still slugging it out here. Great work finding the opening. Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Takes a base, saw a path, and they took it. Player one is feeling it. Match point. Ooh, it looks like hits him with a stop and pop. Medium kick. Tensho kicks. Connects with medium kick. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Launches with a Tenku kick. Player one, nice counter. Scrapping it out up close. Brushes that off and keeps going. Big, ooh, what a smart throw. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. A real test of nerve. This is gonna be bad news. Flatlines it. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. The super armor does its job. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Grabs him, knocked down. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Triple Junior hits. Good damage on it. Player one can't afford the stick. They're going for the super KO. Player one will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will this round turn out? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job for them giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Did this super art connect? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to pix the air throw. Life lead opens up. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Little time left. What's the play here? Gets the jump in. Smart play with the throw. 10 seconds. What's the plan? Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? Input down to the wire. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player one has the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. That attack landed for a counter. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it. Hold your breath. Punish counter. This could lead to experiencing burnout. in a dire situation. They can't afford feeling the second wind blowing in as the critical art goes for the slicing dice to make everything so nice. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has the burnout activates. Denies the jump in. Closing moments of the match. One hit KO. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? The impact doesn't do anything. Anticipated that counter and blocked. Takes the chance to hurt him. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Took him to the corner in a flash. Big throws, perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Absorb lands a punish counter for the first hit. The drive parry was successful. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? How's this round going to develop? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is the range where things get messy. Hits them with a stopping bot. Experiencing burnout. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 in trouble, perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. The drive parry was successful. Hold your breath. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Punishes there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player 1 chases them down. The side heats it up with a combo into super. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Will this super art connect? Gets him. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point. Hits him with a stopping bot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates a good... They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Whips with that huge attack. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's a good spot to use the super in there. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Misses the drive impact. The impact gets blocked. Sees them coming in, grabs them in the air. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch. Decides to meet them in the air. Whiffs the throw. Will this super art connect? Uses KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Oh! The super armor does its job. Player 1 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. All that effort for so little payoff. Launches and adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. You can tell they paid very close attention to the opponent's life gauge before letting that super loose. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now. A brave forward jump there to start. What are both fighters plotting? Neither of them willing to back off here. Player one chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two has the meter lead. One goes for the super art. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? Miraculous grab. No knockdown as the low heaviest block. Brushes that off and keeps going. They need to rely on their bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? The drive impact is denied. Aerial Tatsu. Down to the wire. Very slick with the combo. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout activates. Player two in dire straits with burn. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Stuck in the corner, but not going down with hits them with a stopping block. Peppers them with hits, a good spot to use the super. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. No go for the throw. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws them to negate the block. What are they thinking here? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Grabs him. Nails the anti-air. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. The take to pay. Player one wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? No more drive gauge. Tagging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player one chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Neither of them willing to back off. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Hanging on for dear life. KO. Player one is feeling it. Match point. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player two, burnout activates. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. It's a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Rip-off! Life lead is there, but still this can lead to some big damage. Knockdown and player two connects with the throw. What'll be the plan here? Chisels him down. I smell a comeback in the works.
Round 4. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throws out the fireball to check him. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in, there's a change of side. Experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while.
Hit the Sultan Ranka. He's gonna give them a rabid beatdown for some serious damage.
What'll happen here? Sees the overhead coming. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game.
They're in Totsugeki to the face.
20 seconds to go. The end's in sight. Player two, there's a burnout. Closing moments of the match.
Denied. He's cooling.
What a finish!
Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally ready to hit them with a stop and pop. Solid combo. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. All that effort for so little payoff. Sticks the combo. Blocks the low heavy. Knockdown. KO. Player one picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here. Tries to bait him with the projectile. What'll happen this round? Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. The load doesn't connect. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Our fighters should be warmed up now. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
Reaches out with the lightning kick.
At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Jump? Genius read. Checks them with the projectile. Trying to read each other here? The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. The round comes to a close. They barely escaped though. Player one is feeling it. Match point. Jumps in. Who's going to start things off? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both fighters, miraculous grab. They were looking up. A quick breather.
Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension.
Near empty drive gauges will greatly affect experiencing burnout. Player one, how will they utilize this? Uses the gauge for a super arm. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? The cross-up's good. Jumps over their opponent and tags them with the jump attack to flip their block direction. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Strings it all together. What are they thinking here? Throws them. What's next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. The throw misses. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player one chases them down. Takes a trip. Very solid corner spin.
Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension.
Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge. In there! Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws him down. Still slugging it out here. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Dashes forward. Decides to meet them in the air. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Going in. Both players all out of drive gauge. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with a smart stuff. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Looking to cook them up, weaving that super art into the combo. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid. KO. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. Flushes that off and keeps going. Gets in a Hazanshi. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Bends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Knockdown. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Throws them to negate the block. Impact's a no-go. All right, what's coming up next? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Knockdown. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 experiencing KO. Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Misses the drive impact. Throws him. What's next? That was a solid anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Both sides have the super gauge max and ready to rip. Meter management is going to be a huge factor. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 is going to have a hop, brushes that off and keeps going. Who will this critical art hit? There's only smart use of the KO. It's tied at 1-1. Will we see our fighters kick it into high gear? Checking their opponent. How will this round turn out? Goes for the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Spends the gauge on the driver, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. All that effort for so little payoff, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the lead. Can they ride this momentum to the end? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The Tensho takes them up. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick.
Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hayoku-sen.
They just made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Player 1 is dominating this match. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Down to the wire. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Starts off zoning with fireballs. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. They gotta keep their eye up.
Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension.
Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Still slugging it out here. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Player 2 has a super ready. Can they capitalize on this chance? Experiencing burnout. Heading into the end game. Ooh, will this critical art hit? Feeling the second wind blowing in as the critical art goes for the slicing dice to make everything so nice. Player 1 needs to hold aerial KO. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point. Ooh, it looks like they hit them with a stopping block. Jumps, throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Smart play with the throw.
Clean parry.
Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Zones with the fireball.
Both fighters, smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Big throws. Knockdown and block super hard incoming. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what brushes that off and keeps going. The combo's there. What's going to follow the combo? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Just out of range for that throw. Taking stock. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Projectile to try and change the situation. Knockdown. Only 20 more seconds. What's it gonna be? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other? Ah, Burnout activates. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Jumps up, flashes him, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1, good heads-up play, going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win. Checks him with a project, lands a punish counter for the first hit. The counter is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Takes a trip, turns it up a notch and sent down to the wire. Both fighters will want to heats it up with a combo into super. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 will want to take those for the super art. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 1 chases them down. Gets them. Takes one back. Both sides bringing it now. Checking their opponent. What are both fighters plotting? Perfect air-to-air. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Definitely saw that counter coming. Takes the chance to hurt him. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Knockdown. They gotta keep their eye on the timer. Not much time left in this round. Jumps in. That drive impact doesn't get through. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Aerial Tatsu. Just goes for it and KO. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Hits him with a stop and bomb. Flashes him. Had the radar up and running. Jumps. How's this? Can't tech the throw? What'll happen here? Reaches out with the lightning kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh, says no to the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Smart play with the throw. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? They were right to be on guard there. That combo claw critical. What's gonna happen? Poses them super art to show up on a PhD KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Whiffs the impact. Can't tech the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Blocks the jump in. Trips him up. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Strings it all together. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Knockdown. They're perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, but they can't get complacent here. Difficult situation for a throw. The throw is escaped. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Solid combo. Very solid corner switch. The grab misses. Gets the counter hit throw. Knockdown. Opts for the throw to close it out. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first? A brave forward jump there to start. Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Both sides have the super gauge maxed and ready to rip. Plenty of health left. Full super art on deck. Anything can happen. Picture perfect punish counter. Beats it up with a combo into super. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 2 has a super ready. Can they capitalize on this chance? And the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the lead. Can they ride this momentum to the end? Slips the grab. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 got completely shut out that round. Can they make a comeback? We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Wow, that's some big stuff. Ah, Burnout activates. Player 2 makes flawless rounds. They got him so quick. This match ain't over yet. Immediate jump hits him with a stop and pop. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to aerial Tatsu. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Jumps! Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. There's the counter we wanted. Shakes things up. There's a burnout. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect burns out. Connects with the throw. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out. Turning it right up with a super. Go big time to end it. Never ever miss a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.